Funky Fabio, Club of Vision, ITV.
1999 marks the 10th anniversary of Helter Skelter. In that decade, the Carnivalesque party extravaganza has been all over the British Isles. 1999 marks the 10th anniversary of Helter Skelter. And in that decade, the Carnivalesque party extravaganza has been all over the British Isles, throwing bigger and bigger parties. Tonight, 7,000 revellers will be enjoying 12 hours of music, from drum and bass to hardcore trance to old school. So I'm off to investigate just exactly what they mean by nocturnal villages of futuristic entertainment. Two geezers that just wanted to get on the telly.
I've been to every Helter Skelter for the last 10 years, man, and they're wicked.
Only joking. This is David, the promoter. How did Helter Skelter first come about?
Funky Fabio and Grooverider. We used to go to their party in Rage, and I came out there one night and said, yeah, I'm going to do a party, and that was the start of it.
About 89, 90?
89, yeah. We've done a big party, outdoor event, 10,000 people.
When did you first decide to use the Denby Leisure Centre?
About 6 years ago. We came into the offices of Denby Leisure Centre for the Sanctuary, and for our first event we actually booked the Prodigy, and we came in to see how much they charge for the venue. We said, well, what happened if we put X amount of cash on the table now? And they said, you've got a contract. So I got my money out and got my contract.
You put a lot of effort into the production down here.
Yeah, we spend a lot of time on a party. It takes 10 to 12 weeks before an event and like 5 weeks after an event. The lights, the sound, the promotion, the flyer, you know, there's a lot of thought and a lot of effort goes into our events. We put a bit of everything. We've got like hardcore, drum and bass, techno, old school, house, because we've got 5 rooms. And we had to find something for every room.
You actually MC down here, don't you?
I do, yes, I'm afraid, yeah.
He was dying for that question.
I'm one of the underpaid MCs, yeah.
Is that Hill?
Yeah, I have to clear up water bottles at the end to get a rise, you know what I mean? It's terrible.
Who decides which DJs play?
Me. I'll go out to clubs and bits and like venues around the country, and I'll see the response to the crowd, see the crowd response, see what they're doing. If they rock a crowd, they'll get a place at Helter Skelter, and that's how we book them, really.
You've got like a new talent section here as well.
We've had that for about 18 months now, and we sort of get 1,000, 1,200 tapes per event, and it's very hard to judge the winners. There's a lot of good talent out there, and they need a chance to express themselves and play and be brought into the scene, you know, within the dance music scene. Black Magic's done a PA tonight. Majika's and Six Man have been MCs for us for 4 or 5 years, and I was very impressed with what they've done. Very professional, presented themselves well, and, you know, it's good quality. The rush hours here, that's something a little bit different. That's 4 or 5 MCs, a vocalist, and they're, you know, professional people spending a lot of time in what they're doing.
Helter Skelter's moved about quite a bit. Would you like to give it fresh locations?
We've been in about 10 or 15 areas around the UK within the last 10 years. We've been situated in Milton Keynes for the last 5 years because of the venue. You know, we're centre of the UK, and with it being an empty warehouse, 2 empty warehouses, we can do a lot of different things. Every event we do, we can change it round. It looks different, it feels different, and that's what we like about it.
The outdoor one was the one, wasn't it? Yeah. Like for the biggest in Northampton. Now that was a proper rave.
We held Energy 97 at 2 Western Aerodrome, Pratley, Northampton in 97. 18,000 people attended. It was planned to be an annual event like Tribal Gathering, but we had so much hassle from the authorities. They was the reason it didn't happen again.
What was the idea with the fun fair outside?
It's just something we've always done, really. We've just put a fun fair outside, and when we started doing our events, we sort of looked at what everybody else was doing, and we thought, let's try and give a little bit more. And we went to a couple of events, and fun fair rides was £3 each. So we thought, let's sort it out and charge nothing.
Have you actually got a Helter Skelter?
No, we used to have an Helter Skelter in the stage, and like the DJs used to play off the top of an Helter Skelter. But about 4 years ago, when we put the Helter Skelter in the Sanctuary, Carl Cox played. And Carl, this is nothing personal, he couldn't get behind the decks, there wasn't a lot of room up there. What's all this press with Judge Jules banning people within the house clubs with glow sticks? I think he's out of order. So Mr. Jules, sort it out, have a word. And can you just hold on while I put my yellow glasses on?
My name's Danielle.
My name's Tammy.
And where are you two from?
Lake District.
Fulham.
Bristol. Is this your first Helter Skelter?
No, we're actually dancing here.
Yeah, this is my 8th one now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You must love it.
I do, it's just amazing. You can't beat it.
My name's Michelle.
Nancy.
And leading.
Warren. Paul.
What time did you get here?
About 5:30.
Yeah,
We were queuing up, it rained before.
How long did it take you to get here?
Like 2.5 hours.
9 o'clock, was it? About that, yeah.
What do you think of the crowd here?
Spot on.
Everyone's well up for it.
Yeah, we're up for it.
I feel it's going to be so good. Yeah.
Start of the night now. How do you think it's going to go?
Brilliant, it's best all the time. Don't matter what time of day it is.
We only dance for Happy Hardcore, and that's it. Can't dance too much else.
Which room are you going to be in?
Happy hardcore.
That one there.
Hardcore over there.
Hardcore,
definitely.
Probably the old school room. We always dance when we're at home and in our bedroom and that. She teaches me.
Which DJ do you like?
Hixie.
Sharky.
Yeah, it's Mark G.
What do you think of the fairground? Have you been on that yet?
Yeah, we've been on it all.
Free as well, isn't it? So that's all right.
Worth the money. Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely.
What do you do with these?
You put them in your hands like that.
Free some again, but we can.
We see other, faces from other places, like up at the Q Club and that. We met some people from down here, from up there, like.
Do you think you're going to last it through to 7?
Most definitely.
Yeah, we will be.
Might die down a bit, like.
Bye.
Cheerio! Anybody that hasn't come. It's brilliant.
Cheerio.
See ya.
Hey.
I'm here with the very lovely Fabio. You've played at all sort of venues. What's been some of your favourites?
I like the underground stuff. You know, I'm more kind of suited to my music, which isn't kind of like that commercial really. So people that know what they're going to come and hear, I kind of prefer that a little bit more, you know. I don't do a lot of kind of raves anymore. It's more clubs, and this is wicked.
How's it going on Radio 1?
Yeah, it's wicked. We just finished doing a tour. I actually love the radio because that's where we started. It's more of a kind of relaxed vibe, and I can kind of prefer that sometimes. Basically, what we wanted to achieve, we was doing it on a London station, and we won loads of awards and stuff for that, and we just wanted to kind of spread it nationwide, you know, and people listen to it on the net as well. They pick it up on satellite. We get calls from like faxes and stuff from Germany, all over.
What are you up to in the near future?
Got an album coming out on my label Creative Source in August, and we do a nightclub called Swerve on a Wednesday night in Charing Cross. Going to Australia for the first time. I've never been, and I'm looking forward to that, and Brazil as well. Yeah, there's a lot of things happening.
Do you see drum and bass taking over?
No, I don't think that's going to happen. I think all the hype it had a few years ago, I think it did it a bit of harm, really, because it's never going to be kind of commercial, watered-down stuff. It doesn't work with drum and bass, you know what I mean? It's got to be underground and deep. People think drum and bass is dead, and we've had such a bad rap recently. But I think it's just made everyone stronger.
Do you think it's important to take influences from different types of music and keep an open mind?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, house. I still play house quite a lot.
Yeah?
And it's the roots. That's where me and Grooverider are coming from. You know, people tend to forget that. But I listen to everything. I really try and keep my ear to the ground. Techno and house and whatever's happening. I like the French stuff. I like all the French kind of disco stuff. I like all the really groovy stuff.
How did you learn to DJ?
I remember just watching people. Got my decks and that was it. I think it's all more about structuring it as well. It's not only about mixing, it's about putting the records in the right place. And a lot of people think if you're a good mixer, that means you're a good DJ. I don't believe that at all. I believe it's the way you play music.
What would you do you think, if you weren't DJing?
I don't know, you know, be in porno films or something like that. That's because I can.
Drum and bass has really exploded over the last few years with a tough edge that shook the music industry out of its slumber and gave rise to a new generation of stars. The Knowledge Drum and Bass Awards are a mark of just how far that sound has come, giving props to producers, MCs, labels and DJs who are ripping it up on dance floors across the nation. I'm with Alex, Kelly and Jay from Easy Rollers.
We're up for Best Live Act.
How did you get involved in the drum and bass scene?
Jay and myself both started DJing back in 87, 88, doing that sort of thing, mucking around with sounds, changing stuff about. We started putting our own tunes out back in 91, then hooked up with Moving Shadow.
It's an honour for us to get a nomination anyway, so, you know, made the best band win, basically.
Which award are you being nominated for tonight?
I don't even know. I didn't even know I was nominated, to be honest with you. I just come in because they said it was free. I really don't know what I'm here for. What is it anyway?
Just here supporting the cause. I think it's good for all the new blood to come in, you know, Bad Company. I'm glad that Stevie Hyper has got an award as well. I think there's a lot of new talent coming through.
What is it about drum and bass that really grabs you?
It's a way of life, really. You don't really step in or step out. It's just a way of life. I'm one of the old boys.
I'm joined here with Andy C.
I haven't read the nominations yet, but we just brought the whole Ram crew down here, so we're just sitting at a table having a few drinks to see what happens. Well, what with a free bar and all that, I can see it getting a bit out of hand. It's going to be a good night.
How do you fancy your chances?
Well, we'll see. You know, it's all good. I think it's good for the scene that everyone's turned out. It's a good turnout. There's a lot of media here, and it's very well presented. So we'll just see what happens, you know.
They made a real effort down there, man. So yeah, I'm quite impressed. Just kind of sorry I didn't put my suit on.
The winner, 1999 Knowledge Awards.
This is the first time I've done something like this, because normally I DJ, I play records, and to actually have to talk to this crowd for an hour and a half was kind of a challenge. I enjoyed it, it was good. Drum and bass is like something that's been going around for quite a few years. It's a very strong movement. I was really proud to be invited to present the awards and to represent what is a really strong British scene.
So Groove, what did you win?
Best radio show.
No rest for the wicked, eh?
I am very wicked.
So what are you up to at the moment?
Just doing something with Cypress Hill at the moment. Mixing, DJing, travelling. What I'm all about is playing music, nothing else.
I'm joined by Dave and Terry.
We won Best Club Promoter. This is for One Nation now, drum and bass. We're doing like a European tour, world tour. We're got
massive Tupperware parties all around the world.
That's only on Fridays, Dave.
Is it? Sorry,
yeah, it's only on Friday.
Only on Friday.
What are you doing Thursdays?
Post office. I'm doing a post office Thursday.
We're doing a 24-hour rave in the Millennium as well.
In East London, our secret address.
How did you manage to swindle that then?
we threatened them.
The one best event of the year, which was for Planet V, which we did last August, which is a big carnival thing. It's a huge music event, which basically brought together the cream of drum and bass, kind of represented the whole music spectrum, you know, across the board, UK underground music. Am I rambling on?
This is best club under 1,000 capacity. It's for Movement at Bar Rumback, which has been running for nearly 2.5 years now.
Last thing to say about Planet V particularly is what we like about that, and that's relevant to Clubbervision as well, is there's all styles down there. We've got the house, we've got the hip-hop R&B side of it, as he explained as well, the Norman J, all the carnival thing, and we're going to do one again this year. It started out as the album, and all of a sudden it's become a beast and a club all over the country.
What have you won, Shy?
Best single, the band Barter.
Did you expect to win anything?
No, not really. Not really.
I see you've won Best MC there.
Yeah, I'm very pleased to have won this award. Been working hard for a couple of years now. Just glad to finally pick up something to show for all them couple of years that I've been putting in.
Where do you see the drum and bass scene going?
Well, I don't know. I mean, right about now, it's worldwide. I don't know how much further it can go than that.
That's it from the Knowledge Drum and Bass Awards, but there'll be plenty of drum and indeed bass for all of you lot after the break, when Club On let us in on the sauciest tunes around the nation. Then we'll return for a little of that Helter Skelter belter. See ya! Start, and then we'll return to the merriment and sheer madness here at Helter Skelter.
Number 10, Slave to the Rhythm, Get the Groove.
And at number 9, we have Agenda and Heaven.
Number 8, Ambassador the Fade.
At number 7, it's Serious with Stop and Panic.
And at number 6, we got Joshua and Evolution.
And number 5, Menace, Another Time, Another Place.
Number 4, Nightcrawlers Never Knew Love.
At number 3, Underworld with Jumbo.
Number 2 is Armand Van Helden and Boogie Monster.
At number 1, Blank and Jones, Cream.
I'm Litmaster Mark from the Rat Pack.
And I'm Everson Allen from the Rat Pack.
And whenever we are in tune to TV, we always check out
Clubbervision.
Helters when I was just a little nipper, but there was nothing like this. I've had a look round and there's something for everyone. 5 music zones, a fun fair, and even a cinema. So let's get back amongst it and march it!
You know.
I'm joined by 2 very cheeky chappies, the Rat Pack. Introduce yourselves, guys.
Well, I'm Everson Allen. I'm the MC.
And I'm Litmaster Mark, DJ.
How did you 2 meet?
It was through actually my cousin, who is now just passed away. Sadly, Linda Maguire, RIP. Yeah, it was through 14 years ago, back in 1985.
And it was through a sound system called Locomotion Sound System, a guy called Les Petherick from out in Rumford. And it was like, you know, the early hip-hop and electro days. And at the time, he was doing human beatbox, and I was like rapping and DJing at the time. And we got together and teamed up to form what we are today.
Do you go out party when you're not actually working as well?
Well, we go out like having a rave, not all the time, you know, because it gets a bit monotonous, but at the end of the day, you still got to keep your ear to the ground, see what's going on. And we've got friends who are also DJs, and it's always good to go out and show the support, you know what I mean?
On top of that as well, we have to spend a lot of time in and out of the studios working, making records. So we believe to actually make the records, you've got to be out and be a part of the scene, to actually feel it and get out and give people what they want.
You claim to be the first person to MC over house music. What made you decide to do it?
What made me decide to do it was because I felt something was missing. And it weren't actually just called house at the time, it was called acid house, which was like, all there seems to be was like loads of samples from like dirty videos and all that. Like, can you remember the old track? I won't go through it, but like, I got a big, you know, what came next. And I thought there could be something a little bit more constructive going on. So I started, you know, trying little bits and pieces at the raves, and, you know, we started putting on our own raves like very earlier on. And that's where I found like my way for being the MC, because I used to DJ in the beginning, and then Mark took over the DJing, and I stayed at the front all the time. It wasn't something that was planned, it was like a natural fusion.
All back to the front, because at one stage while I was doing the beatboxing, I used to do the MCing and he would do the DJ. but I was shit at that, so he took it up.
What have you got coming out at the moment?
We've got a new track coming out very, very soon called the Clipper EP. That's going to be on Confetti Records. The last real big release that we've done in England was called Searching for My Rizzler, and we thought we'd have a nice little follow-up. So this one goes a little bit like, do you want to give a couple of the beats? Skin up. Who have the wheel for me clipper? Who am I? I'm the champion puffer. How can I give my skin to another? I'm in a rush. Who's got the bag with the puff? Who am I? I'm the old school rocker.
There you go.
Hey!
It goes a little bit something like that.
Your first one was actually called Jaffa Cakes.
It was named after a Munchies night on the way to the garage. And that's all they had in the garage was Jaffa Cakes. So, you know, like when you're starving hungry, you could almost eat dog poo-poo and it'd taste good, right? So, we was over the garage and it like totally sold out. You know, like in the summer you go in the garages and there's no drinks on. I think everything's sold out. We was last thing at night and all they had was Jaffa Cakes and they tasted so sweet. So we went home singing, I want a Jaffa Cake. And it just went on from there.
It also come from as well, back in 1988, right, a place where Fabio and Groove were playing. We were just sitting there and everyone was all nutty, mashed out their heads, and everybody started singing Jaffa Cakes with us in the hallway, right? And so we thought, yeah, come on, let's do it.
It actually got us our first recording contract singing about chocolate biscuit. It can't be bad, can it, eh?
Mark, you come from a family of 4 brothers who are all musicians. So did you ever have any chance of escaping music?
Aha, how'd you find that one out as well? God, I've done the research. Yeah, I am one of the 4 brothers, and yeah, they all, my eldest brother played guitar, my next one down played drums, the other one played guitar, and everybody was in it, even my old man, he's Irishman, he plays the tin whistle. Yeah, you're right, I just couldn't escape music. My first instrument was a wind organ. My mum and dad bought me a Bon Tempi, right? I thought, my brother called me up, he goes, my mum and dad want to see you. I thought, what have I done there? And he goes, yeah, found your fags under the bed. I was shitting myself. I went up there, I went into my room, and I found out for my birthday they bought me a wind organ. I was over the moon, I was, hey!
Is the vibe still as good as it was like in the old days?
No, what I'd say is you can't ever try to replace like what you once had. It's like having a party and then saying next week, yeah, I'm going to have another party like that. It never happens the same, does it? One-offs are one-offs, and that was that period and that time. And what I believe in now is trying to educate all the new up-and-coming like ravers to give them a little bit of what we had. We'll never be able to give it exactly the same, but we try and make it as close as we can to the old days and get that sort of spirit and feeling back, which is bringing the raving back to the way it should be, isn't it?
Why did they call you Lip Master Mark?
I think you'll have to ask my girlfriend that. No, basically, it's all from I'm a Human Beatbox, like from the old school hip-hop days, and I had friends that did it, and that's basically what it is, you know, the little jingles that I've done for Club of Vision in the past, and we've done some little routines, and basically that's what it is, Lip Master, and I just, you know, I had a following from them days, and I just continued it throughout my DJing career. I think now's the time, now we've gained our experience in this scene here, it's time to pass it on to others, you know, like, there's new kids coming through, and I think it's good to be part of their future, try and set them up, and that's what we're about, you know, trying to bring on some new people into the scene and give it that new life, you know, it needs.
Where do you see yourself going in the future?
We'll try Bradford, eh?
There's something going round inside my head. I think it's something unreal.
I'm Dougal, we're at Helter Skelter, it's kicking out there. I'm just about to go and play my set. You're watching Club of Vision, check it out.
Hello from all the Oxford Massive.
I'm Lorna.
I'm Glenn.
I'm Marie.
And I'm Richard.
I live in the middle of a field. I live with like, just in the middle of nowhere.
I live in America, actually.
She's from Mitcham, yeah.
I'm Matt.
Stroud. Near Gloucester.
It's my first Helter Skelter.
Yeah?
Yeah,
I like
once
it, yeah.
or twice.
Been hundreds of them.
12 times I've been on.
No. Virgin!
Have you been to one of these before?
Yeah, I've been to
years.
most of them. Yeah, we've only missed one.
It's just the second one we've been to. Like.
What time is it now? It's now 5:15.
Just changing arenas.
It's wicked. It's just an atmosphere you'll never get anywhere else.
What do you like about Helter Skelter?
Well, it's got to be hardcore music. It's great.
2.5 hours
On the
teachers
train,
to get
takes
down,
together,
yeah.
Yeah, was it worth it?
Yeah.
There's no attitude here. You get to meet people from all over the country, so yeah.
Scousers.
Come on!
Have you been on the fairground though?
Yeah.
What's your favourite ride?
That one where round
to the
falls
wall.
up, yeah, sticks to the wall, spins round. That's really good, yeah.
Really cold now. The light's coming, sun's coming up, it's getting cold.
Go to the next one.
Yeah, definitely.
You gonna walk home after this?
Yeah.
Are you mental?
It'll be freezing.
You both last out till 7.
Yeah, definitely.
Where else do you go out then?
Big up London.
Dreamscape and Chateau Mallet.
Large in it.
There's places in Sheffield, there's one in Manchester, Bowlers, there's a few.
It's heaven in Liverpool, that's all that.
See you later.
Goodbye.
I'm Micky Finn and you're watching Clubbervision.
I'm here with someone who's got a very appropriate name for Helter Skelter, right from the fairgrounds of the Magic Roundabout. It's Dougal. How long have you been playing here at Helter Skelter?
Most probably, I'd say 10 years now. Yeah, a long time. This is where it all started for me. It was like, I mean, first of all, this place was just an empty warehouse. There was nothing here at all. I mean, you know, they've really improved on the areas. They've put toilets in, and when I first come here, it was just an empty room. That was it. And it had the real sort of underground feel. You know, it's got a little bit smarter now.
Is the atmosphere still as good as it was back then?
Yeah, it's just everyone's moved on. You know, as they get older, they go into the houses. The sort of, you know, come in, they get into the hardcore and that.
Because you're known for playing a fairly banging set. What attracted you to the hard stuff?
Well, I suppose what happened was I just sort of progressed with the music from when I first started. Like, you know, Sasha and that was my hero at the beginning, like sort of 1988. Music just started getting a bit harder, I just sort of went with the flow. But I've always played like uplifting tunes, so it doesn't matter what music it is, as long as it's uplifting, the something's catchy there, I love it.
You're signed to React as well, who released a Bonkers compilation. So have you got anything else coming out?
We're just about to do a Bonkers 7. People didn't know if it was going to happen or not, but it is. The sales of 6 have gone really well. We got, I think, number 10 in the compilation chart. So, you know, it's gone really well. So we're just starting all the new stuff for the next one.
When's that going to happen?
It's going to be released in October. So I'll be working with Micky Skidell and most probably Steve Dunkley, TKM, to get the new next tracks, and then I'll be licensing tracks off all the top artists in the scene. I must admit, the whole scene seems to be going a little bit more trancey now, so I'm going to have to sort of move with it a little bit, just to put a little more of a trancey edge on it, just to keep it feeling new, so you know, people don't get bored.
Why do you think Japan love the hardcore scene so much?
The Japanese are just mad. They love anything fast and furious. They're like, you know, they've got all their little watches and all things bleeping everywhere, and that's the music. We went over there and it was absolutely amazing. They were dancing so hard. I had like 5 people holding the turntables to try and stop them, like jumping over and the needles and that. And the sound system was amazing. They love the speed. They love to dance fast. They love to get off on it, definitely. The album sales out there are absolutely like tremendous at the moment. So, you know, that's a real good sign for us.
Do you go anywhere else abroad?
Like we've been to Australia, LA, you know, been Germany, Switzerland. We're going to Toronto, I think in August. Yeah, August. We're going to the end of August. We're going to Toronto.
Been there before?
Yeah, been there once with Chris Brown from the Rough Drivers, because he used to be into the race scene, didn't he? Got to wind him up about that. He'll kill me.
Melting point at Helter Skelter by Micky Finn. You started playing at the big graves like years ago. Do you think the atmosphere is still the same now?
No. Yeah, you know, never say never, but I don't know if you'll ever see that vibe again, because it was brand new. I suppose it was like what punk rock's first, when punk rock first come in, you know, and what it ended up becoming.
Do you prefer doing the big events, or do you like doing the smaller, intimate ones as well?
Some of the big people have a go at big events and they don't actually understand what it entails to do something, you know, of that calibre. Dave knows what he's doing. You know, everyone wants to come to these things. Kids come and have a good time, and you know that's what it's about. Some of the big events, I don't know, you know, they're a bit washed out.
Do you still not go out clubbing?
Once in a blue moon. You know, it's like if you ask the mechanic in his spare time to mend cars, you know. Where you're in clubs all the time, you start losing that feel to go out to a club because you're in them so much. So it's just like, I don't know, it's like another club. So once in a blue moon I'll go out.
Are you still running your label?
Yeah, the label's still going strong. We're just about to put a compilation album out. Urban Takeover presents Global Takeover, which is 11 tracks off the label, which we've had different mixes of them done. And we're going to get a few more releases out, you know, in a few months. 6 of the things on there we've got different mixes. More of a jump up album, more up tempo kind of stuff. But the label's going to start getting into some kind of dark drum and bass as well.
Are you still running your record store in Gravesend?
Yes.
Is that going to be a little nest egg when you retire?
That was basically the plan, but maybe I plan to give it to my son, and that's, you know, he's getting into DJing and stuff like that, so it'd be good for him.
Are you teaching your son how to DJ?
I showed him basically what pitch is about, what beats are, patterns and stuff, and now, you know, he's got a little show on Cool FM, Yeah, he's really good.
Do you think DJs need a helping hand when they get started out?
I don't know, I suppose so. For me, way back then, there weren't half as many DJs as what there is now, you know. It seems like everyone wants to be a DJ, rather than everyone wanted to be a footballer when I was a kid, you know. When the scene was started, obviously it needed as many people, you know, going out there and pushing the music as possible. In 87, 88, I used to just watch Oakley all the time. Used to go to Spectrum, watch Oakley, not to copy what he was doing, but just to, you know, to see what he's about. Eric B and, you know, Public Enemy got me into DJing. I just was intrigued by what they was doing. So I suppose it's common sense, really. You can't teach someone, for me, how to DJ. You can show them how to get things in time, but the rest of it is down to the individual's, like, imagination.
This week, but as my old mate Arnie once said, I'll be back. Same time, same place, just you, me, and...